What's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, and I'm here to bring you your North Node and Leo reading for the first time for the month of November 2021. So if you are a North Node and Leo, this reading may resonate with you. Take what does resonate, leave the rest for the other North Node Leos. If you are already part of the 8th House Energy community, you already know what time it is. Leo! If you are new, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you'll subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when I post, which is usually weekly. So make sure that you get all the content by hitting the subscription and notification bell. If you need a personal reading, my information is in the box below. So feel free to reach out. Let's see what's going on here. So for those of you who are not familiar with what a North Node is, first of all, this channel is a channel that's based on astrology and tarot. I like to call this like tarology, the combination of both, okay, because I use a lot of astrology. You'll see a lot of posts in the community tab in reference to the alignments that we're experiencing and how they may affect you based on where they are in your chart. I highly recommend that you get to know your chart. Start learning your chart, start studying your chart, start understanding the 12 signs, start understanding the planets, start understanding the houses, and get access to your chart so you can just at least start learning slowly but surely where everything is in your chart. Now, you know, astrology is a science, and it does take some time to study and to learn these things, just like it would with any other science, biology, technology of any sort, biology, chemistry, nanoscience, astronomy. All of these are sciences that take time for you to learn, but you can start understanding the basics if you put the time and effort and energy into it. And the beneficial part is it's all about you. All about you and your purpose here on this planet. So that's what your destiny is, your North Node. Okay, it's why you came here in this lifetime. You recreated or procreated, not procreated, but you were reincarnated is what I'm looking for into this lifetime because you're supposed to walk a certain path. And your North Node is going to help you to get towards that path. You're supposed to embody the characteristics of the North Node to be on your true path, right? So your North Node has an opposite polarity, which is the South Node. Now, the South Node has to do with some characteristics that you've mastered in your past life, as well as for some of you in your childhood as well. Okay? So as a North Node Leo, your South Node is going to be in Aquarius. So as a North Node Leo, you are here to be creative. You are here to have fun, to enjoy life. You may be somebody who really enjoys children, working with children. Maybe you have a lot of children. You have an affinity towards children. You're somebody who has a creative fire in you. You're somebody who just naturally is supposed to be someone who is either in the spotlight. You're a leader. You're supposed to be a leader. The sun is of the soul of our galaxy, of our solar system, because there's many solar systems. The sun is the center of ours. So it's like, in a sense, you are the center of the universe. Like, you're supposed to have a lot of attention for whatever it is that you do, your creative energy. You are really fun to be around. People look at you as a leader. They look at you as somebody that they can look up to, somebody that they admire. A lot of people are going to be attracted to you. I equate the Leo energy as, you could be say you're in a boy band and then you end up going single. Like, what was it? Okay, for example, you had Beyonce with Destiny's Child, and then she went off and went, single and just, blew up. Like, that's Leo energy. Like, you're meant to step away from the crowd. You're meant to step away from the rest. It's just naturally meant for you to do so, right? And so that's the energy that you have. Now, in your past life, you mastered the energy of Aquarius. Aquarius was more of a serious energy. Like, if you look at the opposite polarities of Aquarius and Leo, Aquarius is more of a mature energy, a more refined energy, where Leo is more of a childlike quality because Leo rules children. Aquarius rules the more seasoned individual, the more mature individual. Also, Leo rules like instant gratification, instant fun, where Aquarius is more of a serious energy, a more of a, you're looking at the grandfather versus you're looking at Leo, which is like the child. You know what I mean? So it's that type of energy. The Aquarius energy is somebody who is, how can I say it? The Aquarius is more of a energy that detaches. They don't really need attention. Actually, they don't. They prefer not to have it. But Leo does crave attention. Okay, so you could be somebody who craves attention, or if you get it, you really enjoy it. Okay, as a Leo North Node. And you can get attention for all sorts of things. It could be your looks, it could be your creative energy, your talent, your leadership abilities, but you are meant to be in the spotlight, my friend, in some way, shape, or form. All right, so I'm going to get one more card out here, and we're going to see what could be hindering you from taking that leap of faith and going out there and getting out there in your own individual spotlight and shining like the sun you are. One more card for Leo North Node. Okay, there we go. The Ace of Swords in reverse. So let's see what the overall energy is. So we have the Seven of Wands. I'm sorry, yeah, Seven of Wands energy in reverse. That's your energy. Upright, it's you. In reverse, opposite of Leo is what? Aquarius. So you're still in your South Node energy. So the goal for you is to come up out of your South Node energy. So, you could, maybe you were in your past life or in your childhood, you were somebody who, you were pretty comfortable being by yourself. You always have star quality because Aquarius has star quality as well. Of course, Aquarius is the star card. But your star quality was more so because of your, how can I say this? Because Leo and Aquarius are both star quality. What it is Aquarius is more so concerned about the collective. Okay, so maybe you're somebody who is like, say you were in a group and you were in a team of people doing something. Your concern may be right now at this time is concerned about what everybody else is doing, how everybody else is doing, making sure everybody else is okay. Where the universe is like going to put you in circumstances and situations where the universe is going to make you see that you need to worry about you, or you need to take care of you, or it may put you in environments that are very stagnant and that don't allow you to really create and be and tap into that creative energy that Leo has. So the universe is going to put you into situations like that where you're going to feel stagnant and you're going to have no choice but to stand out and separate from yourself and focus on you. So in your past lives, you were all about the collective. You were probably somebody who protested for the people, made sure that, the collective was a concern of yours. Maybe you had an organization that you started. Maybe you were a scientist. Maybe you were an astrologer or cosmologist, or whatever you were doing it for the betterment of humanitarian. You were for the humanitarian effort. You were doing it for the collective as a whole. The universe is blessing you now in this life and saying, you know what? You looked out for humanity in your past life and in your childhood. For some of you, it was in your childhood as well. Now the universe wants to bless you and say, you get the attention now. All right? So some of you could be fighting off that attention. You may automatically get that attention, and you could be like, somebody could, compliment you on your artwork or something that you do creatively that you don't even look at as, oh, that's nothing. It's like you may have a gift. You ever have, we all have gifts. But you ever be in a situation where you do something for somebody and they're like, oh my God, that is so nice. How did you do that? Could you make that for me? I'll pay you. Hint, hint. That, if you ever hear that, that's your gift. You may be like, pay me. Like, it's no big deal. That's usually where your gift is. It's things that you don't even pay attention to. You don't make a big deal out of it, but people will be like, oh my God, that is so nice. So you have to understand that energy. For example, you could have gone like, okay, I'll tell you an example of me. I have the reverse. I have Aquarius North Node. And Leo South Node. So I went to a paint and sip with a friend, and I'm painting, we're doing the picture. They got the picture up front that we're going to be doing, and I'm doing it. And I'm just like doing it to have fun. I'm sitting next to this cute guy. I'm just thinking about him and having fun, and I'm just, I wasn't taking it really seriously. It was just something for us to do on our date or whatever. And so, the teacher would walk around and look at everybody's work and say, give a little compliment here and there. But the teacher stopped that mind and was like, This is really great. Blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. And I'm half tipsy because, it's a paint and sip. And I'm looking at him like, this teacher is bugging. This piece of crap, I'm just sitting here just doing me, laughing and chuckling with my friend, or whatever. And so, the teacher went back up front, gave us some more critique about what we should do, took us through the next step, and then walked around and see how we did with the next step. And then he came back again to me and just kept, marveling over what I was doing. Now, I'm looking at my friend's picture. His is dope. And I'm like, your picture is dope. But the teacher just kept coming over to me, and I'm just like, this piece of shit that I'm painting, they don't even, but it's that type of thing. And then he had people in the class come over and look at it, and I'm just looking at it like, this is garbage. So the funny thing is, I took it home, I put it in my trunk, right? I put it in my trunk and I took it home. It had been in my trunk for like a week, and I went in my trunk to get some groceries out, and I'm like, oh, this thing, let me clean this out. So I took it and put it in the garbage bin right next to my house. Now, I lived downstairs from my landlord. So I put it next to the garbage bin next to our house because we have a garbage bin next to our house. So I put it there. So about a week later, I'm in the backyard chilling, and I look by the door and I see the painting. And I'm like, what the hell? So I immediately spoke to my landlord, like, hey, that painting that you saw on the side? He was like, yeah, that's a really good painting. He said, I thought that was yours. I thought, you were throwing that out. But I'm like, he took it and put it upstairs in his house. He thought it was good. So this is what I'm saying with you, Leo. You're supposed to stand out in some way, shape, or form for what you do, and you may not even realize it. So this is what the Seven of Wands in reverse is representing. It's like people are coming to you saying, hey, you're this, you're that, you're that. But you're in reverse, like you're being modest, you don't recognize your potential or your talent, or you don't like the attention that you're getting. It could be unwanted. I didn't mean to give you that long story, but I had to explain to you and set this up so that you understand what it is that the universe wants you to do in this lifetime. You're supposed to shine, baby. All right? So we get the Eight of Pentacles energy in reverse, which is Virgo. We have the major arcana of the Chariot in reverse, which is Cancer. We have your energy here. It's actually Aquarius with the Six of Swords, but it came out in reverse, so of course that's Leo. Right? Opposite polarity. We have another major arcana here, which is the Hierophant, but it's in reverse. And then we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sag. Hierophant is Taurus. So what I'm seeing here is, like I said, you may put in work into a situation and not even realize how talented you are. Like, here's the painting thing right here. This is so funny. I explained the painting situation, and here this person is painting, but it came out in reverse, as in they not really paying attention to what they're doing. And it doesn't have to be painting. This could just symbolize whatever it is that you're creative at, whatever it is that you do. And you do it so nonchalantly that it's not even apparent to you how, the potential you have. The challenge is the Chariot energy in reverse. So the challenge is this is Cancerian energy here. To me, the opposite polarity of Cancer is Capricorn. Capricorn is a cardinal Earth. So the challenge could be you, how can I say this? I wanna say this correctly. Like, I feel like there's something that you're not able to get over. There could be something that you're holding on to that's holding you back from recognizing your potential. It could be something that happened to you in your childhood, okay? Because the Chariot rules the fourth house, which is your childhood. It's in reverse, so it could be something that happened in your past life, in your bloodline. It could be something that's holding you back, and we'll clarify that and see what's up. But your spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors are telling you to let that go with the Six of Swords energy in reverse, because this is what's hindering you. Because if we look at the Six of Swords energy in reverse, this is what's keeping you stuck. All right? You're not able to move forward. Now, where your head is at is the Hierophant energy in reverse. So I feel like you may be feeling like you don't, I feel like, okay, you may have an environment where you have family members. Okay? I don't know if you're married or not, but if you have children or not, or what have you. But I feel like you feel a loyalty. Because Leo deals with loyalty. All the fixed signs are loyal individuals to what they love and what they do. And so opposite polarities of Aquarius and Leo, they are fixed sign energies. So I feel that you're loyal to something. It could be family. Or it could be an organization that you're in. Okay? But I feel as though you are coming to the point where you're like realizing that this loyalty that you have to this organization or this family dynamic or this group, whatever it is, it's not getting you anywhere. But I feel like with the Ace of Swords energy in reverse, is the outcome here is like maybe you're afraid to speak up, or you could be in denial about it, or somebody could be holding you back, hindering you back. Maybe somebody could be saying to you, oh, your work is not worth anything. It's trash. You know, people could be talking down about you, about what you're doing here. And so maybe that could have been happening as a child. Maybe you grew up in an environment where, you know, your talents and your gifts, you were just naturally a radiating individual, and it wasn't acknowledged by your family. Or that, you know, you could have been a child that just jumped around a lot. And so instead of your family saying, let me get this child into some dance classes, or some taekwondo or something where they can exert all that energy, they were the type who would tell you to sit down. Sit down somewhere. Stop jumping around. You know what I mean? And so they kind of, that fire you had, they kind of stifled it. And so that could be what it is that you're trying to get over, whether it was in your life, this lifetime, or your last lifetime. I feel like for some of you, this is childhood, though. Like your parents didn't know, you know what I'm saying? The potential. They may have looked at it like, damn, this child is busy. I wish this child would sit down. This child don't ever sit down. They always jumping around. You know, you may have been a child that always liked to put on talent shows or always liked to do creative things, and it was just ignored. It wasn't looked at. I feel like it was ignored. Okay, I just feel like it was ignored. I feel like it was maybe shunned or looked down upon. Okay, and I feel like with the Hierophant energy in reverse, it could be family members, especially with the Chariot energy here in reverse as well, because this talks about your family and your bloodline. So I feel like, you know, especially with the Hierophant energy in reverse, Hierophant is Taurus. But to me, the way I read, when I see these major arcanas in reverse, this is telling me it's in the opposite polarity. The opposite polarity of Taurus is Scorpio, and we are in Scorpio season, and Scorpio deals with other people's energy. So this is where your head is at. This card represents where your head is at. So I feel like where your head is at is you're worried about what other people are going to say. And the Hierophant could represent family, okay? Or it could represent the group or the organization you're in or the people you work for. Maybe it's not family. Maybe it's just the people that you work for. They don't recognize you, or they purposely are trying to stifle you. And you're meant to stand out. That could be the case. So we have the Seven of Wands energy in reverse here, the Five of Pentacle energy in reverse, which is Taurus, the Four of Cups, which is Cancer, the Two of Swords, which is Libra, and the Queen of Cup energy in reverse, which is more Cancer energy. We got a lot of Cancerian energy here. So it could have something to do with your childhood, you know, and the nurturing figure in your home. And if it's not this childhood, then it's one of your past lives as a child. Okay, with the seven of Wands in reverse and the Five of Pentacle energy in reverse, I feel like somebody could be trying to stifle your financial prosperity in some way, shape, or form, or the setbacks that you've experienced. It could put you in a situation where, you know, I don't know if you have low self-esteem or you just don't think highly of yourself, but I feel like deep down inside, you know you meant to do something else. You know you special. That's that Aquarius, Leo energy. It's like you could ask Aquarius, they know they special. You could ask a Leo, they know they're special. The Leo is more so, you know, about them and what they bring to the table, and them shining, where the Aquarius is like, I know I'm meant to help people. I know I'm meant to do for people. But you know you have that starlight quality in you. You know you're not like everybody else. You know this. And this could be what's, you know, making you upset or depressed, okay, and confused about what you need to do. But I feel like you need to listen to your intuition. And then we also have the Queen of Cup energy here in reverse. This is Cancer energy again in reverse. So I feel like for some of you, it may have something to do with your mother, a mother figure who may have not appreciated your talents, or maybe downplayed them, or didn't, something in reference to that. Or it could just be a family member as well. But I do feel like that. I feel like if it's not the case, maybe you have children and you have a family to take care of, but you have desires to do something. Your creative ability may be keeping you. Your home life, your domestic life could very well be keeping you from being in the spotlight for some reason or shape or form. But you know deep down you're supposed to be there, baby. You know this. Yeah, because I keep thinking that there's something going on with your childhood because I have the Hierophant in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Queen of Cup in reverse. These are all energies of family and bloodline. Like I feel it has something to do with your childhood for some of you. For others of you, this could just be that you're not listening to your intuition. And that's what's making you unhappy because you could be in an organization or a group. Because the Hierophant could represent organizations or groups that are non-traditional, or there's a non-traditional setting involved in this situation where you're not. You could be a leader. This could be you. Okay, the Hierophant could represent a leader, a spiritual leader of some sort. Have followers. Okay, people who recognize and respect you, but it's in reverse here because maybe you're not acknowledging it, you're not stepping into it, or there's somebody who. I feel like this is a battle within you, an internal battle within you. Again, it may have something to do with your past life or your childhood, but it's a battle within you to step out and shine and be who you are. Let me get clarity on these two major arcana. We're going to go into the extended on this. It's a Chariot energy in reverse for Leo North Node. Yeah, we have the frivolity energy in reverse. I feel like for some of you, you had a rough childhood. What's this Hierophant energy in reverse? We have that clarified with sorrow in reverse. Some of you had a rough childhood growing up. And that's kind of what is stifling your creativity. You're going to have to figure out a way to move past that. If it's not about your childhood situation, then there's something going on. It could be a work environment as well, where, you just hate what you do because this is not you. You're supposed to be doing something else. You're supposed to be doing something more creative. You could be in an environment, a work environment, where you're not allowed to be creative. It's like everything is by the rules. It's strict. Like, the opposite polarity is Aquarius. Aquarius deals with the sciences. The sciences are very strict. This is what you do. These are rules. There's a order of operations to a certain extent, where Leo is just creative, free, wild energy. So you could be in a work environment here where you're feeling, you're not able to do you. I feel like you're considering quitting this organization or leaving this family life behind, because we have the sorrow that came out in reverse. So it's like you're no longer sorry for looking at this situation as if it's not normal for you. Because that's what the Hierophant in reverse is as well. Something that's just not normal. Okay? There could have also been some child abuse for some of you that you may be dealing with. And that could have also, caused some issues with you, tapping into who you truly are and getting the attention because maybe you're afraid because of the psychological ramifications you went through as a kid. That could be the issue as well for some of you. But we're going to go into the extended and find out a little bit more about what could be keeping you. So again, for some of you, it could be past childhood traumas, okay, or past life traumas, all right, where maybe you were isolated and alone. Maybe you were isolated and alone as a kid. Maybe and you weren't given that emotional nourishment or that attention that you needed. Maybe you had a weird family dynamic, or maybe you grew up in a foster care system, or maybe you had a family member, you had a lot of siblings, and so you didn't get you didn't get that time that you needed, because a Leo child needs a lot of attention. Okay, they need a lot of attention. Absolutely. And if they don't, it can be very self-destructive to them and to the people around them. I know this because I have a Leo sibling. Okay? And it can be very destructive if they don't get the attention that they need or that they're seeking. Okay? It could be it could be detrimental to them and them, aspiring to be who they're supposed to be, so that energy could turn into all kinds of negative things. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the extended and see what's going on, figure out a little bit more about what's going on with this situation, whether this is a work environment or if this is past childhood situation or past life situation here where, you were stifled in some way, shape, or form. And it's like you got that low little fire, but you need that fire to go poof. And there's something that's keeping that fire really low. And we need to find out what it is so that it could just shine bright like it's supposed to. You can't stop the sun from shining, baby. You can't stop that. Who is that dope in that fly to go up to the sun with a big ass cover and throw it over so the sun don't shine? Don't you know our whole galaxy, with our whole solar system, in reference to, the planets that surround the sun, would just die without you shining your light? Like, that is synonymous with you not living up to your true potential. There are so many people who you would probably feed, especially if you were a leader, who would make money. Like, I feel like this is star potential. And for some of you, it definitely is. And there would be a lot of families you would feed because of that. Like, I mean, look at how many families, take in mind any celebrity, Beyonce. I bet she feeds hundreds of families. Okay, just being the entertainer she is, as far as hiring people for her shows, her performances, her wardrobe, everything that she does. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like your light is supposed to shine like that. And it's supposed to touch others. It's supposed to do something for others. That's what this Leo energy is about. I know you can hear that excitement and energy in my voice because that's what this North Node and Leo energy is. All right? So let's go to the extended. We'll get a little bit more on it. If it resonated with you or someone you know, feel free to click the like button. But again, this is for Leo North Node. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you need a reading, my information is in the box below, as well as the link to the extended. I love you guys, and I will see you in the extended or the next reading. All right, so this is it for Leo North Node.